everybody. So great to see you. Just to start things off, if you could do me a favor, and if you live in a home, please raise your hand. Check. Now, if you would describe that home, well, keep them up. If you would describe your home as energy efficient, keep it up. And less hands. The typical response, okay? Why do you think that's the typical response? Let me ask you this. In one word, what is holding you back from living in an energy efficient home? And if you rent, what is holding your landlord back from doing that for you? I want you to think of that word. Do you have that word? Turn to your neighbor and share that word. You've got 2 seconds, go. All right, bring it on back. Bring it on back, everybody. Now, how many of you said money? Okay, or any variation of that word. Now hold those hands high, and if you want to change your answers, now's the best time. Look around, everybody. What you're looking at is the opportunity of a lifetime. Just so happens to be our lifetime. Today, I have the pleasure of unveiling to you the solution to this money challenge. It's called Renewable. And it's the new way of updating your home to need less energy without breaking the bank. See, the core concept is simple. You get a special home loan to do energy updates on your house. Now, what's different and neat about this one is that this time when you borrow money, money is not just flowing out. Cash is going both ways. You've got the payments going out for the money you borrowed, but you've also got money coming in. Sure, in the form of monthly savings. But what we've done is we've zeroed the playing field while at the same time increasing the value of your home and strengthening your local community. Because you see, there's nothing more local than real estate. So, you guys with me so far? I'll take it. Today we're going to talk about 3 things. The first one is that it's possible to simply make millions of homes need less energy. The second is just how we're going to do that and what we're going to call it. And then last, we're going to talk about just how awesome everything will be as a result. See, my 6-year-old son, Soren, calls what I do in real estate bringing home the bacon. I call it selling houses. It's through this front row view of watching you buy and sell homes that I began to notice, people are interesting, and you guys tend to put a big focus on a couple of things. So one of those is that you all want to get the best value for the lowest monthly payment, right? Okay, and then the other one is that very, very few of you consider your utilities bills as a way to lower said monthly payments. Okay, so that got me thinking, well, with that in mind, and the fact that everybody from our local and state and federal governments are encouraging efficiency, we just look at all the rebates out there, I decided it was time to start offering a free energy audit to anybody that bought a house with my help. Yeah, 3 years and a few dozen families later, I've had 1 taker on the energy audit. Ouch. That's a 95% failure ratio right there. So that got me thinking, right? Well, actually, hearing my wife say the 2 most motivational words ever, "I'm pregnant," got me thinking. But there I am, just thinking, and I have to fail forward. We deserve to make this work. So what are our options here? Well, I could start getting really forceful and mean about it. You will get this audit. But that attitude's not so good for business. I thought about doing these ninja audits. You guys tell us realtors everything. So it'd be really easy to cruise over to your house in a 3-hour period and get the audit done and just leave it there on the counter for you when you got home from work. But that defeats the purpose. You have to want it. So let's talk about why you don't want it. First of all, it's called an audit. How many positive things do you associate with the word audit? Right? And then second, ignorance truly is bliss. It's one thing for, it's a normal thing for you to know that you're losing energy every month. But it's another thing for me to give you a dollar amount. It's like a kick in the shin. That's just not cool. So let's face it. We live in a society of consumers, biggest in the world. So how do we all of a sudden just simply make our homes need less energy? Well, glad you asked. The best way is behavior change. Huh? Right? Yeah, let's be real though, that's never gonna happen. Yet. Okay, well what about green built houses? Yeah, we're doing some great work with some green built houses. I love me some green built houses, right? But that takes care of the new stuff and only accounts for less than 2% of all homes in the US. That's why it's all about our older homes. Our older homes are the low-hanging fruit towards moving into a clean energy for our homes. I mean, we're just talking a little weather stripping here, some insulation there, maybe a couple new windows. I mean, pretty non-sexy items. Well, I mean, I guess weather stripping could be sexy. But those small personal efforts at home create giant collective change. So just how giant are we talking about here? The 2010 census counted just over 130 million homes in the US. Now, of those 130 million homes, what percentage do you think was built before 1975? Close. 50%. And for any CU fans in the audience, that's half. There are 65 million homes built before 1975 here in the US, and those homes tend to waste tons of energy. I mean, how many of you were built before 75 and waste tons of energy? Just kidding. Please don't answer that. And let's say your home was built between 1975 and, well, today. Well, was your hand raised when I asked about energy efficiency at the beginning? We could use your help too. I imagine the graph would look a little something like this. And I say imagine because I 100% made this graph up for this talk. Any way you slice it, people, we have a lot of work to do. And if we're going to be successful with our energy reduction goals in our homes, we can leave that behavior change on the table, but as a side dish. What we need is a main course for today's American palate. And that, my friends, is a pill. Yep, I'm serious. You can keep your air conditioning, your hot water heater, and your dryer, and your all that stuff. I mean, these are things I would never dare take away from my beautiful pregnant wife. And I'm not saying to go out and buy a new green-built home, or even put solar panels on your roofs. Although, yeah, I'll cheer you on. Not to mention, before we create new energy, we should make sure we're not just going to waste it first. So that's why I'm happy to realize that these actions, these lifestyle changes are for everybody. But I also realize that everybody wants a better quality of life. So we need a simpler solution and a quicker fix. And that simpler solution, the pill for our older homes, is Renewable. So just what is this Renewable, you ask? It's your real estate guide through the process of updating your home to need less energy. If you're already going to have a real estate guide to buy a house, you might as well take us up on this bonus offer. Renewable is where the rubber meets the road on a bike. So, just how does this work? What we do is we take the real estate process and we make amazingly simple tweaks just to make you happy. Let's look at this through a buyer's perspective. So, the first couple steps are business as usual. I do have number one is talk to a lender because it's that important. They give you the money. This one's a personal favorite of mine. We're going to do this regardless. And then we just get into business as usual, but it gets fun at number 4. Between the time that you find the house you want to buy and you move in because you bought it, we get you an energy evaluation. Notice there's no more audits. So, armed or equipped with all the dollars from number 1 and this energy evaluation number 4, we get into the last step and we have a professional come into your home and do the upgrades before you even move in. So all you've got to do is move in and be happy. Just think about how many of your days off just became real days off. Okay? And it works. And this has been around for a while. kind of sure you're mildly shocked that this isn't the norm already, just like I was. So I know some of you out there want to see some numbers, so this next slide is for you. They're circled in red. You're going to borrow $6,000 above the purchase price of the home. That's going to cost you $28 a month, the money going out. Now, the money from energy savings is $36 a month, the money coming in. Because you borrowed $6,000 extra dollars, your home now costs you $8 less per month to own. That's great, right? Saving money every day you live in your house and then getting to sell it for more money? There must be a catch. Well, no, there's more. You even get all of the benefits of a green-built home. Now, we all understand the part about savings. We get it. But what I want more of you to understand is that a green-built home is more comfortable and healthier for you to live in, offering you a better quality of life. And then there's the bonus. The environment will thank you. Take it. So, what else is neat? 8% of all of the energy in the U.S. is coming from renewables. You take all the houses we have, and you take 8% of those. There are 10.5 million homes that can run on renewables alone. Now let's just pretend for a second that every home in the U.S. instantly needed just 20% less energy like that. Not only would we save $29 billion with a B every year, but that same 8%, without adding any new wind blades, solar panels, or bio whatever, can now operate instead of 10.5, 12.5 million homes. That's 2 million more homes because of efficiency. And just to put that in perspective, here in Colorado, there are 2.2 million homes. And you better believe there's an environmental impact. In Fort Collins, that 20% savings would save you enough coal to fill 592 rail cars every year. Can you just imagine sitting behind that train? That's enough coal to fill Moby Arena and then some. If you and I do that in every community in our country, we are talking about some real change. And that makes me happy. How does that make you feel? Like it. So I would be ever so grateful for your help. Just like I'm so grateful for all the help that these fine folks gave me in getting the details of this talk together. Couldn't have done it without you. Thank you. I need your help to go blue. Yes, blue. It's just one more color, I promise. We still have green homes, but those are all of the new homes as we discussed. A blue home is an older home that's been brought to today's energy standard. I'm really sorry, all of the old inefficient homes out there, you're just never going to get a color. They say that the 1970s had a green boom, but that wasn't strong enough. It's here, in 2012, Fort Collins, Colorado, where we embrace our own little slice of the world's collective revolution and create the ripple effect. The timing is perfect to make the 70s look like a drop in the bucket compared to our unstoppable might. The momentum starts today. And if you believe in the power of old homes and blue homes, share your voice. I promise if you share your voice with me, I will use it to speak so loudly that the world we live in will never be the same. They say that the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. Second best time is now. It is up to us to move with passion and plant our seeds today with only a dream as to how blue our homes will be tomorrow. Today is your opportunity to be the first domino and to assume your role in the world's collective revolution with pride. It's your voice that's so powerful because you are here hanging out with Ted and her talks. And you are engaging in the ideas and conversations that create action and solutions. And when you leave here today, remember that you create the world we live in, and that you choose what the future will hold, and that we are the doers, and we're going to get this done together. Thank you.